Hey, this is a nice view of my rearview mirror, isn't it? I thought you'd like that. That's the reason why so many people quit. Bad framing. Things aren't perfect. It actually seems silly, but it's true. I'm going to actually talk today about something real serious, but I'm also going to give some positivity and some solutions because that's what I'm about. I'm not about staying in the problem. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. I like doing these lives more and more because one of the reasons why people quit, the reason why hard work doesn't pay off, and why so many people give up is because you edit yourself. You edit yourself out of the picture because something isn't exactly perfect, because you don't have the tripod, because the rear mirror's in the way. Or you, like me, sometimes I'll shoot a video and then I'm like, I don't like it. It's not good enough. It's not like this. It's not like that. I've done so many videos that I've never even released because you think it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Well, when is it ever going to be good enough? So I like these lives because it makes me go before I'm ready. This is what I teach. If you're new here, I'm an acting teacher. If you're old here, I'm an acting teacher. I'm an acting teacher. I'm a personal development coach. My name's Leah. And I teach this all the time. To go before you're ready. To act before you're ready. Because a lot of times it's the thinking that gets in the way. So many people give up on their dreams. So many people, right? Hard work doesn't pay off. What do you mean by that, Leah? Why are you saying that? I'm working really hard. It is hard work to follow your dreams. It is hard work. You do have to take action. You do have to visualize, but not just that. A lot of people think manifesting is just sitting there wishful thinking. No, that's not what it is. It is visualizing what it is that you want. You have to have some kind of vision, and then you have to be flexible too, because a lot of things are going to come up in the way of your dream. The reason I say hard work doesn't pay off and so many people quit is because a lot of people who are trying really hard to do a lot of good things in the world are shut down. I talk a lot about narcissists on this channel. Why? Why do you talk about narcissists, Leah? Is it because it's a hot topic? No. I talk about narcissists because a lot of narcissists are winning. They're winning at this game, and they're laughing at everybody who's working so hard, playing by their rules, while they just smoke them, right? They completely blast past you because when you're trying to work hard, do it exactly the right way, you're going to be conned, you're going to be lied to, you're going to be manipulated. Now, does that mean that you should be a con? That you should turn into the narcissist? Some narcissists want to teach you that. Yeah. Can you succeed that way? Well, by selling your soul, yeah, you could succeed that way. And it's going to be a faster track, honestly, but you're going to pay for the price. You're going to pay the price of your soul. Do you believe in God? I do believe in God. I absolutely believe in God. Thank you. God is beautiful, but I think you're saying, yeah, I'm beautiful? That's so nice. Thank you. Yes. So hard work doesn't pay off because the hard work that we think of, like do it this right way and follow the rules, and one day you're going to be rewarded. No, you're not. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be steamrolled by narcissists. There's going to be all sorts of things. I mean, witchcraft is real, you guys. Witchcraft is a real thing. People can put spells on you and all this stuff. They'll give you a gift to put a spell. Why would people do that? Well, because they've signed their soul over to the devil. The devil's sneaky. The devil's sneaky as hell. And it's real. It's real. Darkness is real. The only people that want to convince you that darkness is not at play are playing in that darkness. Or they're so gaslit and brainwashed into thinking darkness isn't real. But it's absolutely real. Hard work doesn't pay off because God bless the Haktua girl, right? God bless her. She's cute. Everyone's so charmed. And they're like, oh, she's so charming. And it was so innocent and all this stuff. I don't have anything against this girl as a person. I'm sure she's a lovely, sweet Southern girl with her cute little boots and her cute little cowgirl hat and all the things, right? She's adorable. She's adorable. America loves her. But the reason why people give up is because there's some people out there working their butt off I have clients that are working their butt off, putting out YouTube content, trying to put out value, trying to do it right. And then the Hawk Tuah girl, not trying at all, says some silly thing on a street interview, half drunk, and now she's famous. So then the person who's been working their butt off, who can barely pay their rent and trying to do it all the right way, is going, what should I have just done Hawk Tuah? I mean, was that it? But then, then now we have all these people trying to copy the Hawk Tuah girl. I mean, it is insane. And so I understand why a lot of people, maybe you at times, feel like, what is the point? Why am I trying to work so hard when somebody else now has deals and sitcoms and all this and didn't even want it, didn't even try for it? It's really debilitating at times, right? Why do people hurt me live more happy? That is such a great question. And I'm not here to preach any kind of dogma. I am open to all sorts of viewpoints, but I do believe in God. So I'm going to speak from that perspective. I have a very personal relationship with God. I've never been a part of like a certain religion or anything like that. But lately, I hadn't even read the Bible. I didn't even know, but I started reading the Bible and I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder why people call this a good book, because there is everything in there. Everything that can ever happen to you in your life is in that book. I mean, there are so many plays and so many things. And I read a passage recently. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know Bible verses, because I don't have them memorized or anything. I'm a total novice when it comes to this. But there was a verse, I was asking myself that very question. Why is it that so many good people get trampled on? And why is it that so often really dark, evil people who are trying to hurt people, trying to manipulate, why are they given riches and gold and like succeeding? Why is that happening? And it's a weird thing. There's a lot of, from my understanding of what I read, because I just read that verse, and like I said, if you know it, tell me what it is. But it said, the gist of it, what I gathered from it was that, you know, this school, this life school that we're in, we're here to like play out this karmic play, whatever that is, like our own destiny, right? And so the real hard work, that the reason I say in the thumbnail, like you were lied to, or the truth that they're hiding, is that the real work comes from this spiritual work. The real work, whether you believe in God or not, it's a spiritual journey to be a human being on the planet. And the real work is to look at, why is that irritating me so bad? What is it that I'm not giving myself some validation? And yeah, I know we all have to pay the rent or mortgage or whatever, right? There are costs of living. So I understand how scary that can be, and I've been there. But the real work is to go, okay, am I really having faith right now? Am I really believing in myself right now? Or am I turning into the darkness by going, why are they getting that? Why are they getting that? Because that energy is darkness. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm still navigating this stuff, but that's the thing that I've come up against, is like, why are really bad people succeeding when some really good people are not at all? And it's not because they're doing better. I mean, some people go, well, just make better content. You know, I know some great content creators who don't get any traction. I've been making a ton of content and I don't get that much traction, you know, whereas Hawk Tuah gets like, you know, millions, overnight sensation, 1 million views, millions all over, you know, she's amazing. Merchandise, this and that. But see, that energy of jealousy, envy, that's darkness. So that's when you have to go, oh, whoa, wait, okay, God bless her. God bless her. And you know what? She should ride out this success, because it was like winning the lottery. Why wouldn't you? So I send her positive energy, and I don't think she's like some kind of dark negative. I mean, the little bit that I saw of her, I think she's just like a charming, cute girl who said something kind of funny. And so people are charmed by that. Also, because there's so much negativity and darkness, I think sometimes psychologically people just want something kind of silly, right? So you have to look at that stuff within you. But then when it's somebody that's actually dark and rude and manipulative, it's like, why is that person winning? Why? Got to check in and go, okay, there's something beyond what I'm seeing here. And maybe they're given all this riches, but maybe they're paying the price of their soul. So You have to check in with, what am I being given? When you feel like, I'm not getting all this, you know, even if you are so broke, and I've been there, believe me, I'm going through some challenging times right now because my dad died and we're having to pay things because the insurance is scamming my stepmom who has dementia. I mean, it is a disaster. It's not like a pot of gold is sitting there because my dad passed away. It's quite the opposite. We're having to pay money after money, and it's really hard, and there's only so much money when you're not like super independently wealthy. So I've been challenged beyond belief. I get it. Believe me, I've been challenged so many times in my life. I've been stolen from, and I go, why are these people succeeding at scamming people? But then the person who worked their whole life is being stolen from. But then again, check in and go, okay, I have a choice right now. All my needs are being met right now. Because really, when you're honest, they really are, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. If all your needs weren't being met, you wouldn't be living and breathing. So your basic needs are being met, and then to really appreciate the things that are going right and build on that. The reason I say hard work doesn't pay off is because when you're trying to do it everyone else's way, and you're scared to even call out the narcissist, you're scared to expose the darkness because you want to not bother them. That's the hard work that doesn't pay off. That is the hard work. That's the lie, right? Never tell people about the liar, because then you're not taking the high road. That's the lie. That's the hard work, because that's hard work to do that. And that's the hard work that does not pay off. It doesn't. So that's why I'm talking about this stuff. That's why I'm finally talking about narcissists. For so long, I never did, because I thought, I'm just going to be quiet and take the high road. And that's the hard work that doesn't pay off, because when you're quiet, a lot of times they perpetuate the lies. They perpetuate bashing down good people. And so that's the lie. Just take the high road by shutting up, by silencing yourself, by editing yourself out of the picture. That is the hard work that does not pay off. Have I mentioned that doesn't pay off? It doesn't. It's going to trample you, and it's a lie. The high road does not mean being quiet and being just a rug for people to just walk all over you. It's not. You're so sweet. God made you beautiful. Embrace it. Thank you. That is so sweet, because I realize I'm not like that conventional whatever, you know, I'm quirky. I'm quirky. We're all quirky. We all have different things. So you're right, though. It's time to embrace all the quirkiness in each of us. The hard work of bashing yourself and diminishing yourself, that doesn't pay off. You know, that's why sometimes these narcissists and cons succeed, because they just have confidence beyond confidence, right? Like they don't give up on themselves. They believe in their badness, and they don't care. Like they really don't. They do not care about people. So the hard work that doesn't pay off is when you care about everybody else except yourself. The time is now to actually put the oxygen mask on yourself first and care about yourself, right? That's just rude. People are being rude. I don't know. I don't see. A message was retracted. I don't know. There's something. Are you guys being rude? I'm sure. The narcissist like turning up to these things. So I get that. And they want to bash me. They want, oh, you're not. You're a 0. You're a 2. Or whatever. I don't care. I've heard it all. Honest to God, I have. And it doesn't bother me anymore. One thing that I've really learned since my dad died, you have this time in your life to march forward. My dad was a self-made man from nothing. He grew up on the wrong side of the railroad tracks, quite literally, in Ottawa, Iowa. People from Iowa don't even know where that is. He moved like 19 times, every time on the wrong side of the tracks. What does that mean? Not a nice neighborhood. Literally, there would be one side of the railroad track that was nice, and they would move on the other side. My grandmother was a lifetime waitress. My grandfather worked on the railroad. My dad and his siblings slept on newspaper like their entire life growing up. My dad started working when he was like a little kid. He told me stories of picking beans in the field with my grandmother and being so hot and tired and looking ahead at this giant field and thinking, when is it over? And that might be you when you're like, I'm working so hard. When do I get my reward? And you're looking out at that field and you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's never going to be here, right? And he would say to his mom, my grandmother, like, when are we going to be done? I just want to be finished. I'm exhausted. I'm a kid. And she would say, son, just keep your head down and keep hoeing the beans, keep picking the beans. So sometimes that's the hard work of, you know what? Don't let those demons inside your head that go, it's too far in the distance, I'm never going to make it, stop you. Just don't allow those demons to stop you, and keep doing the work necessary, meaning keep visualizing, keep believing in your dreams, keep moving forward, keep picking those beans. And by doing that, you're going to have integrity. You're going to be the person that you came here on this planet to be, instead of giving in to the darkness and going, you know, it'll be a lot easier if I just steal the beans. It'll be a lot easier if I just push that person down, or if I cheat my way through, because that is going to be the cost of your soul. And that is way too expensive, right? You would look better without makeup. Well, God bless you. You know, for every person who says you should wear makeup or you shouldn't wear makeup, I'm not here to please everybody. And that's one thing that I've learned. I'm here to please myself. And by pleasing myself, I please my family. I please my students. I'm a better mom. I'm a better friend. I'm a better everything. Excuse me, please. No, please don't, sweetie. I'm in the middle. This is what happens. I'm in the middle with you guys, and my daughter is interrupting now. It's pretty stinky behavior, because she wants to get away with something. See, kids learn how to manipulate if you allow them, right? They push boundaries. That's what they do. That's what a narcissist does. All kids really are narcissists until they learn empathy. And so the people coming on here bashing my makeup, you should wear makeup, you shouldn't wear makeup. Look, I've been in the entertainment industry too long to let that stuff get to me. For every person you try to please, 100 other people won't like that thing. So let this be an example. Let me be an example. I'm going to lay myself out on the line here, because I don't care, in the best of ways now. I have been so bashed. You look like this, or you look like that, or this isn't right, or that isn't right. Hold on a second. Let me tell these girls. You girls need to obey, please, and get back in there right now, or we're leaving. Thank you so much. See, you got to draw boundaries, whether it's with your kids, whether it's with other people. And I'm not afraid to say, look, some people hate the way I look. Some people love the way. It doesn't matter, because who you really are is none of that. Guess what? You are not your body. You are not your body. And that hard work of like, I'm gonna do it all right. Is this outfit correct? Is that outfit correct? Is my makeup perfect for this person and that person and this person? No, it'll never be good enough for anybody who's sitting there bashing you, ever. So your job is to go, I'm going to set boundaries on my life and say what I like. It's time for you to say what you like, because the hard work of you trying to people please everybody else, those days are over. Sweetie, you're interrupting me, so we're going to have to go.
I'm so sorry, but I need my water bottle.
Okay, we're going to have to leave if you keep disobeying, honey, because that's the rule.
My lid.
Okay, if I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and if you don't go back inside and obey, we're leaving, and you can say goodbye to your friends, okay?
Bye.
Thank you. See, that's how it's done. Woo! That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to draw boundaries. I'm not going to let my kid run the show. I'm not going to let some narky-narc jumping on here run the show. I'm done with all that, because guess what? For so long in my life, I tried to people please. Oh, do you not like this? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have your permission to wear this? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you don't like that? Oh, let me adjust. Let me do it this way. That's the hard work that will never, ever pay off, ever. And you are not your body, by the way, because you have been 100 different bodies since you were born. So the people that are so attached to the way that they look, the people who are so attached to their body and trying to please everybody else, have given over to the darkness. When you do that, you sell your soul to the devil. You absolutely do that. That is what the darkness wants. That's what the narcissists want. They want to win by controlling what you wear, what you say, how you say it, what you do, how you make your money, how you eat, everything. This is why I speak on narcissism so much. They want full control. And by the way, when you give them full control, they're not done. They're not done with you then. It's never enough. So the solution, the reason why so many people give up is stuff like this. Is because I'm so scared that a narc is going to come on and say they don't like my makeup, or they don't like my age, or I'm too old, or I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too loud, I'm not feminine, I'm too masculine, whatever. Oh my God, it goes on and on and on and on and on. And that is why so many people give up. So the solution is to turn within and go, wait a second. The way that I can be of best service to myself is by checking in with that own darkness within me that believes all that shizzle from these horribly negative people who have nothing better to do than to tear down. The hard work that will never pay off is people pleasing those people, because they don't give a shit about you, and they never will, ever. I have spent so much of my life trying to people please people who steal from me, lie to me, defame, talk behind my back. Why and for what? Right? I mean, my dad just died a few months ago, and you know the people who've been the kindest to me through this time? Some of the people who I serve on here, my subscribers, some of the students that I have, they are the most loving and kindest. Why? Because I am the most truthful with them. Why am I'm trying to be truthful with everybody, but what I mean is when I'm directing, it's very easy for me to say the truth because I understand it's coming from a good place. Sometimes it's hard in the past for me to tell the truth to so-called friends and people like that because I was people pleasing them. I was like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. They can bash me. They can tell me I'm not good enough or whatever it is, right? And those people could care less. My dad died. Are they around? No. When you die, can I even say die on YouTube? I probably can't, but when you are gone, right? The people who really love you are going to be sad. They're going to mourn you. They're going to honor you. And, you know, they're going to move on with their life. They're going, hopefully, because that's the best way to honor you. They're going to have dinner. They're going to talk about you a little bit and honor you. And then they're going to move on with their life. And the people who you've been trying to please so much, they're not going to care. They might do a sad face emoji on your Facebook, if that. It might be a conversation at brunch like, oh, did you hear so-and-so's gone? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, well, she was always talking about narcissists and she was off the wall. They don't care about you. They do not give a shit. So working hard to please those people is selling your life, your soul, your breath to darkness, and it will not pay off. What will pay off is having integrity, setting boundaries, whether it's with your kids or anybody, whether it's even with yourself. I have to draw boundaries with myself. That's why I'm doing these lives. Why in the heck? I have like my seat on hot for some reason. Sometimes it's about setting boundaries with yourself and going, you know what? This negative self-talk is not good. It's not helping me. Going, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to get through that big field. That doesn't help you. That does not create success. The most successful people in the world don't care what other people think in the best of ways. That's why narcissists win often. They don't care about you. But you don't have to be like the narcissist to win. You can still be a really good person and succeed. But you can't do it by people pleasing, because you ask 100 people, 100 people are going to have 100 different opinions about what you should wear, what you should eat, how you should look, everything. So you got to check in with you, right? Okay, I'm not even getting any spit on that thing. Oh my God, yeah. Wasn't that fun? I mean, it's sort of funny. It's not that funny. I've heard funnier things. But yeah, she's cute, and I think people just want some positivity. So my biggest message for you today is don't dim your light because of the narcersins that want to come on, just like the ones that came on here bashing how I look. They're always, just expect it. They're gonna be there. They're ready. They're ready. That's their job. It is literally their job to tear people down. But I guarantee, because the people, remember that old cage? I'm much older than, I don't know, maybe you, maybe not, I don't know. My students range from like 18 to 65, generally speaking. So I never know. Sometimes people are older, younger, who knows? But there was an old Cajun chef that always used to say, like, here's what we gonna did. And I know I just forgot the other one. What was it? What was the other one? I was just about to say it. I forgot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, oops, whoops, what just happened? I don't know. The point is, to be authentic is to be perfectly imperfect and to just keep moving forward. So be the positive light in your own life. And don't let these people who want to tear you down. Oh, that's what I was going to say is I know some people who are super wealthy financially and some people who have nothing. But the richest people, whether it's internally or with monetary stuff, the richest people are the people building things. No matter what, they're building their life, they're building their self-confidence, they're building light, they're not tearing down. I don't know one successful person who has time to troll. So that's always a red flag. If somebody's on here trolling, you know that they're up to no good. That is not, nobody building anything in this world has time to do that. I have never jumped on somebody's Facebook Live and been like, you know what, you should be doing this or that. No, people pay me for advice and direction, and I still would never tear somebody down. I do give constructive criticism, but I never tear down. It is hot as heck in here. I like just turned on like the heat or something. I don't know. I'm in a new car and I don't know how to I don't know how to turn. It's like says it's on cold, but ever since my daughter interrupted, oh, here, there's the AC. Oh, see, I got put in the hot seat quite literally. The narcs, they always want to throw you off. They want to tear you down. Just don't worry about them. Expect that. Expect it and draw boundaries with them. And like with my daughter who just interrupted, who knew that she wasn't supposed to interrupt. You have to draw boundaries and you have to be willing to not be liked. That's the hard work that pays off. So if you get nothing else from this, the people pleasing, that's what doesn't pay off. And it will actually really harm you. I had cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. And I think that's how I got cancer. And it's not to bash you if something bad happens to you. Sometimes just bad things happen. But I believe that I got that in my body, first of all, because I was tanning all the time, see? And I was like, oh, I'm not good enough unless I'm tan. You know, I can't be white, trying to people please in that way. It's so ridiculous. Until I became a sexy shade of melanoma. Who did that please? Absolutely nobody, right? That didn't please me. And all the people I was trying to please or trying to be good enough by being tan, nobody cared. They don't care whether you live or you're gone. And honestly, narcissists, they would rather you just off yourself. They want all control over everything. So don't give your power to them, right? I think that I got cancer too because I told myself really negative things. Like, you're not good enough. You're never good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. And it's like, you know what? You never know when your last breath is going to be. You don't know. We're all terminal. So the work that does pay off is to embrace this day. It's a beautiful day you've been given. Not everybody's been given this, right? So that's the work that pays off. And whether you get the monetary success or not, you're successful. And you can make a positive impact just by turning to the light over and over and over, no matter what. And especially because there's narcissists and people who want to tear you down. I mean, I did a video about toxic positivity, and I understand we're in the world and we have to have, I'm so thirsty now. My daughter stole my water, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to finish this up. Oh man, what just happened? Ah, dear God. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what's happening, if you guys can still see me, but I'm going to finish my thought nonetheless. Or maybe I won't, because I can't remember what I was going to say. This is so funny, but allow yourself to be perfectly imperfect. Embrace all that is going right, because hopefully you're going to get all the success that you deserve in your life. Because if you're turning to the light over and over, you do deserve success, because that is the work that does pay off. And I hope it pays off in this lifetime for you. I really do. Oh, that's what I was going to say about toxic positivity. I do understand that we have to use human language, right? And English language, and there has to be words for things. But I think toxic positivity is a wrong definition, because really that's just gaslighting. Toxic positivity, there's no such thing in my book, okay? Because positive is just positive. There's nothing negative about positive. Now, if you're discounting your own feelings, if you're shaming somebody for having negative feelings, that's gaslighting. There's no such thing as toxic positivity. We don't have to attack being positive. And being positive, in my mind, is not pretending that bad things aren't happening. It's because bad things are happening oftentimes that you choose the light. You choose the light. The hard work of like, I'm just gonna go turn into the darkness, and because it's so bad and I don't want to be toxic positive, so I better just really embrace how bad it is. No, that's gonna create more of that. It doesn't mean ignore that stuff. That stuff's really happening. Acknowledge it. Go, yeah. And even if you have to grieve, if you have to cry, allow yourself that. Yes. And look for the silver lining. Don't negate your feelings. Feel all the stuff. Allow yourself the grieving process. Since my dad has died, I've cried a lot. And then I've had moments of peace. I don't shame myself for feeling sad. I don't shame myself for feeling sad when I put out hard work and nobody cares, or I get made fun of. It feels shitty sometimes. It sucks. It's awful. But how long are you going to sit there in that? Because if you sit there in that forever, that's your life. So it's not toxic positive to go, yeah, this is not working. And what am I going to be grateful for anyway? So I hope this helped with all the distractions and all the things. And thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I don't know if I can end this.